Hey, what's going on? Today, I just wanted to go over a really quick personal injury law firm SEO case study. This is a personal injury lawyer in a major US market. They approached us at the end of 2023, and right off the bat, we wanted to take a look at the site, see where they're at, understand what their goals are, and really try to put together a plan to help kind of bridge that gap between where they're at, where they want to go. So, initially, we noticed that their website really didn't rank at all for any relevant injury keywords in their targeted geos. They ranked for brand keywords, which is great if somebody's looking for your law firm or looking for you specifically as an attorney. But as far as injury, auto accidents, motorcycle accidents, if somebody was looking for an attorney in those areas, they were not one of those options. And we really determined that in order to have sustainable SEO success, that they would have to completely overhaul the site and redo the site. And this was something that initially the firm wasn't really open to, but were able to kind of show them that this was necessary in order to get the results that they wanted to see. So we also showed them that the site did have a fair amount of trust built up with Google, so that we knew that when we were able to implement the strategy we wanted to put forth and have robust content for all of their practice areas and all of the geos that they wanted to rank for, that once those pages were indexed by Google, given the amount of trust their site and their domain already had, we expected to see pretty quick ranking improvements, and that's exactly what we've seen. So when we take a look at a snapshot of where their site was per Ahrefs, which is the SEO software we look at back in November of 23. So this is kind of a snapshot into when we originally spoke with the firm, and you might not be familiar with domain rating. Now, this is just Ahrefs mechanism to say, okay, this is how much trust, or this is the number that we're going to give the score for your backlink profile. So as you know, your link profile, the number and the quality of the sites linking back to yours is really important in the world of SEO. You'll notice that they have, or had, and still have quite a few backlinks to their site, but only from 124 referring domains. So all of those links are from just 124 different domains. So when we dug in there, we looked at all these links, and a lot of these links were just kind of spammy and irrelevant, and were not providing value. In fact, they were being counterproductive. So we knew that we would have to disavow a lot of these links and really clean up their backlink profile, and that's what we did essentially day one, even before that site launched. So you'll also see that they ranked for 164 keywords back in November. Now, a lot of these keywords, in fact, most of these keywords were brand keywords. So the name of the firm, the name of the attorneys, people that already knew who they were. And they weren't getting a ton of organic traffic as a result. And this, I do want to give the disclaimer. This is a third-party report. It's not 100% accurate. In fact, now that we have actual data to Google Analytics, you'll see that there's a discrepancy in that. But it also gives us a pretty good idea as to where they were at, and where your firm might be at as well. So if you fast forward to present time, I pulled this today. Their domain rating is essentially the same, and then the number of backlinks are actually lower. You'll notice we're at 11,400, and now we're at 6,400. And this is because we disavowed and cleaned up their backlink profile, got rid of a lot of these kind of spammy links, and really just cleaned it up. However, you'll notice their referring domains, the number of domains that are referring back to their site, has increased. So if you look at this graph here, over the last 5 years, it's been pretty stagnant. It looks like they increased some, right here, but when we launched, there's an immediate impact on the number of referring domains, because that's the reason is because we're going to implement that link acquisition strategy, right off the bat. As a result, these additional 400 or so keywords, the majority of these are now, personal injury lawyer near me, personal injury lawyer city, personal injury lawyer here, auto accident there, and that's what we're going for. So their traffic as per Ahrefs has increased, but I'll show you in a second why this isn't completely accurate. But again, it does give us a kind of a peek into where everything is at. So when we start an SEO campaign, right before we're going to pull an initial keyword ranking report. So normally what we'll do is we'll start with 40 or 50 keywords, and these are targeted keywords that we want to rank for and that you're probably not ranking for at the time. So I think with this particular client, we started with 40 or somewhere in that range. And right off the bat, they were only ranking for two of those. I think it's actually 41 keywords, two of the 41 keywords. So personal injury lawyers in their home city, and then their neighboring city, personal injury lawyers, which is outside of the bigger city. Now, in both of these cases, they were in the 14th spot, which is really the top half of the second page, which isn't going to get a lot of traffic. Now, if you fast forward to when I just pulled this, of those 41 keywords, now they're on page 1 for 36 of those keywords, and there's other keywords that they're ranking on page 4. So this isn't the top of the mountain. We've just been able to establish a foundation for better keyword rankings, and we're going to expand on this keyword list, and we're going to continue to expand so that their SEO is continuing to evergreen, meaning that they're going to continue to get more exposure as hopefully the SEO continues to move in the right direction. So when we look at their first month of SEO, now we launched on February 29th. Their first month of SEO, when I look at their organic traffic, were 722 visitors, of which 509 were unique visitors or users. They had 1,484 organic page views. So this is just back in March, so less than 3 months ago. Now, if we look at just the last 30 days, April 29th to May 28th, so this is 60 days into the campaign, you'll see that as a result of this robust website that we built out with really strong content, I don't even believe that the link profile that we've cleaned up and we're starting to acquire new links is really benefiting them at this point. It's more so that the site did have some equity and some trust already built up with the search engines. There was just no content. So we started manually submitting a lot of this new content to search engines, or to Google, I should say, and we've seen an immediate impact on that. So you'll notice their organic traffic has improved by 339% compared to this month. And then the organic users is up almost 500%, while page views is up almost 300%. So an immediate impact on their traffic. And again, I do expect that this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just 60 days into it. But you can see an immediate impact depending on a number of variables. Now, if you're a new website that is, just purchased a domain from GoDaddy or wherever the case may be, it's going to take a while. But this was an established site that just had a poor strategy, a poor website, and we knew that with this strategy, we can kind of make an immediate impact. So one other thing I wanted to point out is kind of separate from SEO is local SEO, right? So your local rankings in the map section, the local pack. Despite the fact that we didn't really start optimizing the site because it didn't launch yet till February 29th, back in mid-January, we started optimizing their Google business profile and building citations to it, building out products, just checking all the boxes that Google is looking for. So you'll notice in December and January, there are 53 and 52 calls. This is when we started optimizing around right here. And you'll notice we're already starting to see a slight and gradual increase in the number of calls. So if you average that out, we've seen about a 40% increase in calls to their Google business profile since mid-January as a result of these optimizations. And again, if we fast forward in 6-12 months, I do expect to see a gradual increase continue. And if we compare that 53, 52 to what we're going to see in the future, we should see a big difference. So if you're in a similar situation, whether you have an established site that might have some trust built up with Google and your site is just not doing you ever any favors, if you're a new law firm, or if you're somewhere in between, give us a call. We will analyze what is going on. We'll shoot it to you straight. We'll not put any pressure on you as far as you need to make a decision. Our position is very consultative, and we just want to make sure that we're providing you the information you need in order to make a sound decision for your law firm. So don't hesitate to reach out for us if you want a similar analysis, and we'll let you know how and if we might be able to help you. So thanks for your time, and till next time.